Hello, hello. We are gossiping here. We are gossiping here today. Let's talk about it. Oh, give me 1 second. Let me shut the door. Let me shut the door. I like it better with the door shut. My apologies. But we got some wrestling gossip. We got some gossip. Let's talk about it. WrestleMania Night 1. Ready did my review last night, so I really don't need to talk about it again. But WrestleMania Night 2 is today. Happy Sunday, WrestleMania Day Night 2, YouTube. We do have some gossip. Allegedly, Tony Khan is trying to get the spotlight for AEW by having Dakota Kai, aka Charlie. Allegedly, she is going to be signed to AEW sooner than later. Yes, they do want to counter the excitement with the Paige return. They want their own excitement. I was thinking maybe if that was true, they could at least bring back Britt Baker. They really don't need to bring Charlie, I mean, to get that kind of reaction, but again, I do know Spetty does like her a lot, so I know he would be happy if she joined AEW, but that is something I want to gossip about. Would we be happy to see Dakota Kai in AEW? Because allegedly that is what AEW plans on doing to kind of get the momentum on them, kind of like they put the title on Darby Allin. Yes, Darby Allin, the new AEW champion, the same week as WrestleMania, wants to stay in the spotlight. So again, let's talk about what we think is going to happen today. I think we're going to have Jay Cargill hopefully retain, but knowing WWE, they may have Rhea Ripley win the title, but I do hope that she retains. But let's go over the card real fast. I hope all is well. TNA Impact, I do want to talk about that real fast. They did get Fuck You TNA chants. Yes, they did get that. Let me see where that was at. This was at this was in Vegas at the WC Super Show during the Demand versus Jet Speed. TNA got Fuck TNA chants during the match. Again, a lot of people are upset about what happened with Carlos removing the TNA people from competing against the AEW people. He did it real fast, last minute notice, so a lot of people didn't really have time to kind of reschedule a new match that was worthy, I guess, for the crowd. A lot of people can say the Demand, yes, they are a nice trio, but that is totally different than Leon Slater versus Ricochet. That is something totally different. I mean, if we're going from the Demand three-man trios, which is good, I do like them three. I'm starting to like the bigger guy, too. I do like Bishop Khan. I do think he's hot. I'm not going to lie, he is sexy to me, and I also think Ricochet's sexy, but the other guy, I do kind of like him. He's starting to look a little more better with his appearance. He's starting to change a little bit. But again, this is not no Leon Slater versus Ricochet kind of substitution. I mean, we would have to get something, maybe if it was a Ricochet versus AJ Styles. Again, we know that's not going to happen, YouTube, clearly. But again, something to the magnitude of that. I don't feel like a tag match is going to replace a one-on-one match. Let's be real. Paige signing back. I have some news with that. Allegedly, this was last minute. They did this with Nikki Bella being injured. They wanted to kind of replace her, but also bring a moment. Allegedly, there's two stories going. There's one story, so believe what you want to hear. One story going that she was always going to come back. They have her on both stories are saying this, that she's on a 2-year deal. They didn't really sign her for a very, very long time, just for 2 years, trying to test the waters and see how she does. Again, they may be worried about the neck issues, YouTube. So again, that would make sense that they're making her the tag team women's champion, because then she doesn't really have to do a lot of work. But again, first story was allegedly She was always supposed to win a championship. She was supposed to make her debut, well, her return after Mania Raw. She was supposed to dethrone AJ Lee, who was the Intercontinental Women's Champion. But since the whole Nikki Bella spiel, they really wanted to maybe do the Kabuki Warriors that replaced the Bellas. But they thought, okay, maybe we can do the Saraya winning the belt with Brie Bella. So they always had it that Saraya, aka Paige, would always win a belt on her return, kind of like she won the Divas Championship when she made her debut. But they had to tweak the plans and made it the tag team championship. So that's one story, that she was always supposed to come back and was always supposed to win gold, but it was supposed to be against AJ Lee. But since AJ Lee didn't win at WrestleMania, and they already switched the plans where Paige would replace Nikki Bella and win gold with the tag team, they made AJ Lee lose. That's kind of why we saw in the interview, she kind of was getting emotional and saying, yeah, I'll be back when I'll be back, hopefully soon. Because again, allegedly, a lot of plans changed last minute. Because again, allegedly, she was supposed to retain her title, and she was supposed to get dethroned at WrestleMania, the Raw after, by a returning Paige that returned on Raw. But there's a second story that's going around that allegedly she was never really supposed to be signed. This was the last minute. They kind of wanted to make something nice for Nikki Bella not being able to compete. So the other story going around with Paige is, yeah, this was last minute, her coming back. They wanted Nikki Bella, her not being able to compete, something to replace it and be a nice moment. So they signed her to a 2-year deal. Allegedly, Paige trying to see how her neck is doing. Allegedly, they're just trying to see just how everything goes with her. So they signed her to a 2-year deal, replacing her with Nikki Bella, giving her a tag title run to see how her neck is doing. So she's going to be part of a tag team for a while. That's why they wanted her to win when she returned, because it kind of was a compromise. Okay, we're going to let her wrestle, but we're also going to have her in a tag team where she doesn't have to wrestle that much. So it kind of is a win-win situation. They have her on a 2-year deal, allegedly trying to see how she can keep up in the ring. So that's a good way to do it. A 2-year deal. Her and AJ Lee clearly have to do something, right? You would think. But hey, how are you? How are you? Yes, it was good to see her back. Clearly, she wanted to come back. It's been very known that Paige wants to come back to WWE. She's made it very clear that's where she wants to be. So I'm happy for her. I'm already pissed off because a lot of people are already mentioning you know who, because we like to keep it real here. We like to talk about it. A lot of people are already mentioning Xavier Woods. A lot of people being childish in the comments. Some people are even saying, ooh, today's kids, if they, just imagine they look her up and they see what happened with her and Xavier. Ha 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 ha. Oh my God, I bet you Xavier's so happy to see her. Ha 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 ha. Just so childish. It's just so irritating. Like, I almost want to say shit, but then I don't even feel like arguing with these brain dead people. So that's clearly what they are. But we kind of expected that she was going to get some hate from the people in WWE. Because again, that porno that came out years ago, which is not really porno because it was leaked without her consent, but again, she's still getting ridiculed all these years later. But I'm happy to see her. I'm not happy to see some of the comments. Wish her return pop would have been better. I feel it was huge, but I feel like the leak did not help at all. And no, I'm not trying to talk about her past that much, but I'm just trying to keep it real and talk about what is going on. And if we look at the comments, we do see that a lot. So I guess this is some news on WrestlingNews.co, how Tony Khan posted AEW is where the best wrestles minutes after WrestleMania 42 Night 1. So this is supposed to be a news story. AEW President Tony Khan wasted no time promoting AEW Dynamite moments after WrestleMania 42 Night 1 went off the air on Saturday night. Khan took to X and posted AEW is where the best wrestle this week. Don't miss Wednesday Night Dynamite live nationwide 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Early 5 p.m. start time on the West Coast this week. Thank you who all watch AEW. See you at Dynamite this Wednesday night. So I don't know why this is even a news article. I guess it would be the best time to really promote his promotion right after the biggest pay-per-view of wrestling. It's just not WWE, it's wrestling. So of course he still wants to be part of the conversation. And while wrestling is hot with WrestleMania, and this is kind of like the mainstream attention, because let's be real, it's not mainstream when it's SummerSlam. Okay, maybe SummerSlam is a little mainstream. Royal Rumble is a little mainstream. What I mean mainstream is when people who don't really watch wrestling are talking about the event because it's just almost part of America history. Let's be real. I mean, WrestleMania is kind of like part of American history. I mean, kind of like the NFL is part of American history. Kind of like the NBA is part of American history. Kind of like WrestleMania is part of American history. So again, I feel like 3 pay-per-views are kind of part of American history. We have WrestleMania. That's part of it, where a lot of people who don't watch it wrestling anymore, they watched it growing up as a kid. They still watch it sometimes because it's such a major pay-per-view and part of American history. WrestleMania. Can say the same with SummerSlam. A lot of people, I don't watch wrestling anymore, but you know what? I used to watch SummerSlam. Me and my father, me and my mother, you hear a lot of people saying shit like that. Used to watch SummerSlam, so that's another one. Then we had the last one, Royal Rumble. Oh my God, the Royal Rumble was such a great time in my home growing up. We had the dinners. We always couldn't wait to see who returned. Couldn't wait to see who made their debut. Oh my God, Royal Rumble. So again, I feel like those 3 are part of American history, those pay-per-views in wrestling with American history. Don't think AEW or TNA has anything yet that's part of American history. Just gotta be real. I don't think we have like a Forbidden Door that's not part of American history yet. A lot of people aren't really talking about how they used to watch it back in the day or how that's a tradition. A lot of people with TNA Slammiversary are not saying that either. Maybe some fans of TNA say they've been watching it for years, but it's not part of American history. So again, I'm just piggybacking that, of course, he would say, Tony Khan would tweet this with a big pay-per-view, which is part of American history, such as WrestleMania, because it's the biggest wrestling pay-per-view of all time. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He does say that a lot. I feel like he says that basically every week at this point. AEW is the best wrestler, if not every week, at least on a monthly basis, right? So that's what I'm saying. I'm not really surprised he would say it right after WrestleMania, after the biggest show of wrestling history, that he would say that to try to promote his own promotion. Yes, congrats to Bianca Belair and Montel. A lot of people are talking about Bianca Belair will be gone for another year. Yes, she will be gone for another year. It's not a surprise. She is pregnant again. I don't really know if it's going to be a full year. It kind of looked like the baby could pop out in 2 or 3 months. So I guess if she takes 6 months, 7 months with the baby after having it in 2 months, I guess it is 10 months, almost to a year at this point. I will say this, she did look great. I knew right away when she was wearing that big ass fur coat. I was like, she's fucking pregnant. I was like, there's no way she's not pregnant. But then I thought about her other WrestleMania entrances. She did have those big coats too, but this was very, very big. And then once you saw her outfit that she had underneath it, you could see she was wearing like leggings and shit. I'm like, yeah, she ain't showing no skin. Yeah, she's pregnant. So, again, congratulations if you didn't watch the Hulu special with Montez Ford and Bianca Belair. But if you watched it, you would already saw that back then she was already getting, not pressure, but she was already getting some questions on when she'll have a baby by her in-laws, by her husband, Montez Ford, by her mother. So a lot of people were kind of pressuring her, 3 or 4 years ago when that Hulu special came out, the reality show. That they wanted her to have a baby. So again, she, like I said this last night, She was kind of like Naomi on Told the Divas with the reality TV shit. I'm focused on my career. I'm the hottest thing right now. I'm the EST. I don't feel like having a baby right now. And Montez for yeah, we need to have a baby. Come on now. And the mama, come on, baby. You in your mid-30s. Come on, baby. So again, 3 or 4 years later after that, she's pregnant. So again, she was injured for what? How long with that finger? So she was looking good. She had on her makeup on. She put on her little Frankum dress. You don't think that Montez Ford, that is not being used, that is not traveling, that is not on TV, is not going to want to have intercourse with his wife? So yeah, that's what happened. She was injured and got pregnant. Don't want to say knocked up because sometimes I feel like that's disrespectful. I mean, I can kind of the way you say it. I mean, I guess you can say knocked up and that can be disrespectful, or you can say pregnant. So I don't know. It's the way you say it, but I don't want to say she got knocked up. But no, she did get pregnant while she was on the injury list, and her husband isn't being used, so he's at home. So two people at home, they gonna bump and grind. Don't know with Naomi, that was different though. I'm glad it kind of happened because I don't know. I like Naomi and all, but I feel like she was so much about her career that I feel like she might not even have kids, or maybe she would have had kids in like her 40s. I mean, that's kind of not the norm, but I will say a lot of people are now having their first babies in their 40s, their early 40s, especially with money and technology. So I know she's in her upper 30s as well, but she got pregnant while she was a champion, so I guess she was just having some good times after she won that belt. I ain't mad at her. Jimmy Uso is handsome. So let's talk about night two. Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar. You know I have no filter, YouTube, so I do apologize. I ain't going to sugarcoat shit. Oba Femi, and sorry, I don't feel well as usual when I walk outside a little bit. I don't know what it is or the weather change. I get sick easily. Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar to help us pay that $30 of ESPN. They are opening. I feel like Brock Lesnar will have to win because he's been getting his ass beat by a Obi Femi. So I feel like he would have to win. Penta versus Devon Evans versus JD Madonna versus Dragon Lee versus Rusev versus Rey Mysterio in the ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. I feel like Devon Evans should win. I want my black brother to win that title. Yes, I said it. I want him to win. He's very young. I am so happy for him. Very excited. He has a bright future. I don't want him to just get a spot. And then we were like, oh yeah, but he's young, he got next year, he got the next 3 years, or he got the next 4 years, he gonna get it. No, I want him to get it this time. Rusev winning would be very shocking. I could see Rey Mysterio winning just to give him one more title reign. I mean, I don't know when he's going to retire, but, to give him another title reign, I could see them giving it to Rey Mysterio. So I could see three things happen. I can see either... hopefully, Javon Evans wins new Intercontinental Champion. Penta retaining, I can see realistically being the second thing. Or Rey Mysterio winning for a moment and for another title reign. Again, I don't see Rusev winning. The only way that he would win is for a shock factor to show us that we need to be on the edge of our seats because something can always happen. We just need to be prepared. So again, I feel like that would only happen for shock factor purposes. I want to think he would win it because they actually have a storyline with Rusev holding that title. I'm just being real. I don't really feel like they would really have a storyline for him if he won that title. I feel like he would be a transitional champion. So I really don't feel like he would win that title, unfortunately. I feel like Javon Evans, of course, could maybe use the title and build it up a little, a young talent. And this could be a title to show that he's on his way up. Dominic Mysterio versus Finn Balor. I feel like Finn Balor is going to win. Very obvious. I do like Dominic Mysterio. I feel like he's cute too, and he's fine. I like him and his long hair, and I like him as a character, and I like kind of the character he's become. He's become like one of the best heels of the company. He kind of has a different career than his father, which I do like a lot. His father is beloved for being the baby face and being the hero and being the small guy and defeating all the odds, while we have Dominic Mysterio that is the opposite of him. That's the heel that's, yeah, still beating the odds and winning championships and still going out there week after week and being pushed, but different characters. He doesn't even wear his mask. I mean, a lot of people want to say that he's like a Nepo baby, but he could have really, really milked it by wearing a mask sometimes. I think the only time he wore a mask really is when he faced his father at WrestleMania. And I think he did more of that for a full circle moment. Kind of like, damn, this is really his son. I mean, damn, look at him with the mask. And I will say this, him wearing that mask, he kind of did look like his father. When he came out of the car, wore it for like 10 seconds, walked out of the car, and then took it off. Again, because he's doing his own thing. Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams. But again, I feel like Finn Balor's going to win. But kind of silly that Finn Balor would win this match, but he can't win any championships anymore. But still, I progress. Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams. Again, I feel like Trick Williams will win. Sami Zayn is clearly a transitional champion. I hate to say this, but I don't feel like Sami Zayn, they have any plans for him. I will say this with Trick Williams. I hope when he does win, I hope he can get a new outfit. I'm so tired of the white outfit every damn week. It's always the white pants, the white shoes, the white fur coats. It's always the same outfit every time he comes. So it's kind of hard, like if you don't watch wrestling or you are trying to catch up with wrestling and you look at his promos, you wouldn't really, again, know which promo is what because he's wearing the same outfits every week. So it kind of gets hard to remember what week it was because he's not wearing any different outfits. He's always coming in with the same white outfit. So we can watch footage from 2 weeks. He's wearing the white outfit. We can watch footage from last week. He's wearing the white outfit. We can watch footage from this week. He's wearing the white outfit. Hopefully after WrestleMania, after he wins, he doesn't come in with the United States Championship with the white outfit. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to nitpick, but I just know he could look way better. He's very handsome too, but I'm just saying he could look way better. He can give us some looks. I know he can. I don't know if it's creative doing this. I heard someone say that Triple H told him that he likes the white coat. So ever since Triple H told him he likes the white coat, I guess he took it very serious and has never took it off. Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley now, especially after Liv Morgan won. I feel like Jade Cargill is going to retain. I don't feel like they're going to change 2 women's championships. I mean, again, we had Liv Morgan win and we had Becky Lynch win. And now this is the only other women's championship match we have. Then we had the women's tag team champions, Brie Bella and Paige. So again, 3 women's championships already changed hands. So again, if they want to go all out with the women's and do just a rebrand of just what the women's division is at this point by having all different people hold the titles, I mean, this is like basically a rebrand. If you think about it, if they're switching the women's champion on Raw, the women's tag team champions already got changed, the women's champion on Raw already got changed, the Intercontinental Women's Champion already got changed. I guess the United States Championship, that doesn't even mean shit anymore because it's not even on the damn fucking WrestleMania card. So I'm not really considering that at this point because it's just hot potato, and whoever has the championship, they have a long reign and barely defend the title, and then they give it to the next person. Here, with the Intercontinental Championship, they're actually on WrestleMania. It's big stars like Becky Lynch, AJ Lee. Then we have people like Maxine that is trying to build up her career. They use that to build her up. They actually use the mid-card championship on Raw with the reason behind it. But on SmackDown, it's just like, oh, we have time on the card. Oh, yeah, we don't need it this week. We got extra 20 minutes. Julia, let's put her on the card. Okay, yeah, she can have a 10-minute match. That's all they think about. So, Jade Cargo, I feel like she could retain. There's like a 90% chance. Unless you're trying to do a rebrand and change all the women's champions. Again, yes, I know the United States Championship exists, but do they really give a fuck about it? No. So I'm not really considering that. Again, today they could just say that they're going to vacate the belt and nobody's going to be the champion. And that's not really going to change anything. Because again, all the women's championships were defended but that title. So that shows you how much they mean about that title. But, Jade has a good chance. CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. I feel like Roman Reigns will win. I feel like, this is like every WrestleMania. So this is like no shade towards him. But like every WrestleMania main event, he wins. I kind of feel bad for the United States Championship as a whole because it's not really being defended that much. So I kind of feel bad for her. We did get it for the men with the Trick Williams versus Sami Zayn. But again, that title in general doesn't really get defended. But again, this just shows you, again, for the Women's United States Championship, how much it doesn't mean shit. So again, we have the Heavyweight Championship on SmackDown, defended. Heavyweight Championship on Raw. No, I'm sorry. Heavyweight Championship on SmackDown, defended at WrestleMania. Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes. Championship, main championship, heavyweight championship for Raw is being defended. CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. The women's championship, the main one on Raw, defended. Stephanie Recur versus Liv Morgan. The women's main championship on SmackDown, Jade Cargill versus Rhea. The mid-card championship, Intercontinental Championship on SmackDown, defended. Because, hold on, the Intercontinental Championship, who is the Intercontinental Champion? Yes, Raw, I'm sorry. Intercontinental Championship, Raw, ladder match, being defended. Intercontinental Women's Championship, defended, AJ Lee. United States Championship, mid-card, defended, Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams. United States Championship for the woman, not defended. I'll let that just sit in. Again, all the championships are being defended, but the Women's United States Championship. So please remember that. Again, when it's finally on TV, again, they couldn't really even put it on fucking SmackDown, the Women's Championship. They had to change it to a contender match. I don't even know, where is the contender match? Where are they going to place? Where are they going to have this fight at? On Evolve? Or are they going to fight at NXT? Again, they're going to fight on a random SmackDown where nobody really gives a fuck. They don't even give it no kind of prestige. Very sad. It's not a rant, but I want better for the SmackDown Women's Division for the Mid-Card Championship. You could make, again, Selena Vega, you could have made her more of a star if you would have gave her a better reign. I guess she could win it again with this goth gimmick and give it something different this time. Because you already had Becky Lynch win the Intercontinental Women's Championship 3 times, so what's wrong with Zelina winning it twice and giving it something different with her spooky vibes? Maybe a Candice LeRae. This would have been good for her to win the championship, the United States Women's Championship. Maybe could have made Julia look dominant. That would have been a great match. Her and Tiffany at WrestleMania could have been a cute little 15-minute match. Or if they didn't want to give them that much time, a little 12-minute match, not including the entrances. So again, they could have done a lot with the United States Women's Championship. They just choose not to do anything with it. And the only time it felt important was when Chelsea Green was the champion. But about to get off soon. I went live 3 times this week, I think. I went live, after Wednesday I did an AEW review. I went live last night after WrestleMania Part 1. And I am live now today for a pregame. And then, yes, I did post 2 videos last night. I posted 5 times this week. So please check out the videos if you guys are watching the replay. I've been posting lately a lot more. I post at least 3 times a week and go live at least twice, but I've been posting a little bit more. It's Mania week. And please like and follow if you have not. Yes, I always keep telling myself when I go on here, I will say that more. But then every time I'm on here, I'm just talking. Sammy will turn heel. I mean, that's the best thing for him, to be honest. I do feel like Cody Rhodes turning heel, that was good a little bit. I wouldn't say he's completely heel, but he was a little bit desperate to keep his title. But WrestleMania 42, Night 2, I'm excited. I know WrestleMania 42, Night 1 got some bad reviews. I didn't really think it was bad. I thought it was good, but it was great, but I thought it was good. So I'm excited for this WrestleMania Part 2, Night 2. But again, this is Marquelworld, all things pro wrestling news in my life. I'm on X, Bluesky, Instagram, and YouTube, clearly, Marquelworld. I post at least 3 times a week. I'm getting off. Thank you for those that watch the replay. I might post one more time this weekend, so look out for that. Depends on what happens, but I do like these shorts because shorts is the new thing on YouTube. It's kind of like TikTok and these reels. You know, everyone doesn't really have that much attention span, so 3 minutes and less. So I do like doing that as, you know, the shorts because I can get to the point as well. So you may see me again. If Rhea Ripley wins, I don't know if I'll make a video. I may have to, but still. I want Jade Cargill to retain because it would mean her championship reign is not a joke if she's able to defend it against Rhea. But let me stop. Thank you, Frank. Those that's watching, thank you. But let me get off. I will be again live at least twice next week for a review of a TV show, wrestling of course, and a wrestling gossip on the weekend like I usually do every weekend. So this is your wrestling gossip. Again, AEW wants to counter maybe with Paige and bring Dakota Kai. TNA getting fuck you chants at the indie event for, you know, canceling last minute and taking the TNA stars away to face AEW people. I guess AEW viewerships have went up a little bit. 4/15/2026, All Elite Wrestling, Wrestling Inc. Darby Allin defeated MJF. This show drew 710,000 viewers, a 9% increase from 654,000 viewers. Again, some people are saying WrestleMania Night 1 was horrible to them. Again, it was good to me, so I don't know what they were watching. Maybe they were expecting a little bit more. Maybe they just didn't like the $30 they paid, and they were expecting more, so I can get that. So again, maybe AEW will get better views. Again, maybe to this 800,000, but again, they're slowly but surely going up. Maybe some TNA fans that were watching TNA and got tired of them after what Carlos did. Maybe they switched to AEW. And maybe that's why they're getting more viewers. They don't even show this week's TNA viewerships. It takes them a while. But okay, that's enough. But I am off. Just wanted to read that. Again, Rhea Ripley, I'm on X, and now Rhea Ripley is showing up. I don't dislike her, but I hate the mega pushes she gets at times. But I do like Jade and want her to retain. But I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Oh yeah, let's talk about that real fast. Okay, John, how are you? WrestleMania 42, Night 1 attendance, 8,000 less than 41. So they try to make it a little bit better by adding Bianca Belair's baby onto it. Again, a little bit desperate if you ask. And then to add her unborn child to the attendance. But I guess, you know, in WWE they actually may do that. And making the Accolade the youngest attendee. You know, they love to do that shit. History. Even though there could be multiple pregnant people in attendance. I mean, she's probably not the only one that's pregnant. There's probably like people that are 2 months pregnant. There's probably people that's 5 months pregnant that's in the audience. But real fast before I go off, you want to tell me, John, what did you think about Night 1? Are you one of those people that were disappointed, or were you someone that liked it? I hope you watched some of my prior videos and made some this weekend and this week, but I hope all is well, and Frank as well. I hope all is well with you. Are we excited for WrestleMania 42 Night 2? There's a picture of Natty and Paige. I forgot all about Natty, but I do recall I do recall oh, hold on, what's this? What? Um, so what's this mean? Charlotte, thank you for everything this year, for being with me. This is Alexa Bliss. I guess this is new. Charlotte, thank you for everything this year, for being with me through the laughs, the chaos, the no sleep, the not enough coffee, the fun, and the always need a hug. This may have not been on Winter Mania, but I've won with having you by my side. Ryan, Hedrick, Mom, Joey, thank you for always cheering me on and being there for me no matter what, making me feel so loved. Even when I'm my most exhausted or down, I love you all so much. JJJ, thank you for being there for me all week and always love you. Wyndham, thank you for impacting who I am forever. Am I as a person, as a performer, as a friend? Your vision lives on through the Wyatts and those who all love you. Always forever connected. Thank you, Bray. Thank you to the WWE Universe. We couldn't do this without you. Thank you for always supporting me no matter what. It truly means everything. And thank you, WWE. Kind of like AJ Lee was talking, kind of. Last time I didn't get to say goodbye to you guys, but this isn't goodbye, but I hope to see you soon. So a lot of people are being very vague after their WrestleMania matches. I don't know if they don't think they're going to get booked after losing these matches, to the point they're like, well, you saw me and you may not see me for a while. So I don't know what this is, because kind of like AJ Lee was saying something like that, and a lot of people assume, oh, is she having babies? Is that why she's backstage crying and talking about she didn't get to say bye to the crowd last week, and this isn't bye, but hopefully not, hopefully see you soon. So I don't know what's going on, why they're making all these cryptic messages and being very sentimental after these WrestleMania matches. I don't know, maybe they're feeling it because it's WrestleMania and they're grateful for another one, and they don't know if what next year can hold. Maybe they saw Tiffany Stratton and was like, well, damn, she was the champion last year, and now this fucker can't even get a match. So maybe they're like, you know what? Thank you, WWE. I enjoyed myself this WrestleMania. Please put me on next year's. Like, I don't know what's going on, why they're talking like this. Because the way they're talking is just like, okay. Why was Pat and Jelly Roll involved? See, that was the worst thing that I've seen at WrestleMania. It was a mess, especially Pat coming back to be the referee, and then Cody Rhodes kicking out of this Pat McAfee count, even though he's not really a referee. It was like, this is some bullshit. I mean, why is he so involved? He already got knocked out. I thought that was the last of him. Now he's back. It was like, They do say he could be involved in the main event with Roman Reigns and CM Punk, since he did bring up CM Punk. Liv's song confused me. Trouble Trouble, it's kind of cute. I can like it. I like pop music, so to me it's cute. But again, I don't know. I thought maybe WWE was trying to experiment with her, maybe to see like how far this music would go. Like if they could try to make stars outside of the wrestling ring, maybe by promoting someone's music on WWE television and hoping it goes mainstream with the music industry. But it doesn't really seem like they're really pushing it that much. What I mean by it, yes, on their YouTube page, yes, she's performing it on WrestleMania, but it's not really mainstream appeal because you're not putting it on Spotify, you're not putting it on iTunes, so you're not really putting it on the radio stations. I mean, I don't know if they can put it on the radio station, but I'm just saying it's not on Spotify or the platforms where people listen to music. So let me look right now. Trouble WWE. Nope. We have You Are Cursed, Danhausen, Liv Morgan. I'm on Spotify. I pay for Spotify. Nope, it's not on there. Let's go to Artist WWE. Let's go to Singles and EPs. Nope, the last song they uploaded was Bring It, which is Natty's new song. And the latest release was Miles Born. So again, they're not really trying to push this song outside of, I guess, WrestleMania and this storyline. So I thought maybe they were doing all of this to, if Liv Morgan made it to Hollywood, maybe they would start having Alexa Bliss sing sometimes or promote her music where it's all scary and gothic. But again, I don't think they're going that route. I felt like the performance was okay. We'll never see her again. I think you're talking about Alexa Bliss, right? Or AJ Lee. They both were being very vague with what they were saying. RKO, nope, he didn't win, but we kind of got something. Well, I guess since you guys are tired of the babyface Cody Rhodes, that's what WWE is thinking. We can give you guys a tweener Cody Rhodes. A Cody Rhodes that kind of does some heelish shit. He's not really heel, but he kind of does some heelish shit because you guys can no longer say we're tired of the super good guy because he's not a super good guy. He does low belows. He cusses people out. He says fuckers. So he can't be that baby face that you guys claim that he is. Right. So I guess that's what they're trying to do. Randy Orton, he kind of looks stupid. I mean, he lost the match and then he RKO'd him afterwards. To me, it really didn't matter to me because it felt like you already lost the fucking match, so you beating his ass afterwards. Oh, okay. So you're going to win the title by doing this? Oh, exactly. You already lost your title match, so what is this for? You could have beat him if you had all this energy that you're doing now, but now that you lost, now you have all this, oh, I'm so crazy kind of energy. Now you're like the craziest fucker, but you didn't have all that crazy energy 10 minutes ago when you were facing him? Okay. But, that's kind of like with Finn Balor. I hate when they do this shit. Like, they make the characters, like, they're, like, so crazy and they're so good, but it's like, it doesn't even matter now. Like, kind of like Finn Balor when he had his WWE Championship match recently, right? He didn't win. He lost, of course. We all knew he wasn't going to defeat CM Punk. But now with Dominic Mysterio, he's attacking him, jumping off the ropes, and oh my God, and all angry, screaming, yelling, and he's bringing out the demon Finn Balor, and I'm going to beat your ass, Dominic Mysterio. You piss me off. But then it's like when he's facing CM Punk, it's like, oh, I can't wrestle. 1, 2, 3. Now it doesn't even matter. Because you're not going to gain anything from this. I mean, okay, you beat Dominic Mysterio. You're still not a champion. Kind of like Randy Orton. Okay, you're RKO'ing him and you're crazy afterwards, but where was that energy during the match? So I hate when they do that. I'm sorry. It's just really irritating. Hey, the Sean AliExpress. How are you? What did you think about WrestleMania? I think it was a good show to me. It didn't suck, but I do know a lot of people felt like it did not reach their expectations. This Jelly Bean, Jelly Roll, Jelly. I don't really care for him, to be honest. I think I watched the Oscars recently, and I think I saw him or was at the Grammys. I was like, isn't that the guy from WWE sometimes? Nothing against him. I don't really care for him. I don't really care about I Show Speed. That was stupid. They were making a whole moment just for him, basically. I mean, this stupid tag trio match was kind of silly if you think about it. The Usos, I mean, these are, you guys always talk about, oh, they're veterans. Oh my God, decades of career. But then they have this shitty WrestleMania match. I mean, what was this shit? this tag bullshit. I mean, it was stupid. This tag bullshit, this LA Knight clearly isn't going to be world heavyweight champion. Still not yet. When are we going to wait? The fucker is in his 40s at this point. I mean, are we waiting until he's 48? Are we waiting until he's 50? I don't get what we're waiting on. I'm not saying 40's old. I'm just saying you had like his mid-30s, his late 30s to give him the title, and he's now in his 40s, and we're still doing this bullshit tag match. I don't care for it. The Ice Show Speed, I didn't realize that he was only 21, because again, I don't really know who he is, but of course, since he's all on my fucking screen, I have to look him up at least, like, who is this fucker? But he's only 21, and just giving him a moment was like, I get that he can't control that WWE is pushing him, so I'm happy for him, of course. I'm happy for another black brother to get their shine, of course, but still, it kind of was like, oh, really, this whole match was just to give him a spot after the match to jump on Logan Paul? Really? Okay. Logan Paul, I already knew they were going to do this. I do like him as a wrestler, but I already know that they were going to pair him with the other celebrities anytime they come. And then they always like to do, Logan Paul, he is a veteran. I love how they call him a veteran now all of a sudden, because he wrestled 3 or 4 years, he's a veteran. But that's what they like to do. They like to put him against the other celebrities because they know he's a celebrity himself. And then they like to always put him over like, oh yeah, he's the celebrity that's actually a wrestler. It's like, oh my goodness, you say this every time he's fighting a celebrity. Trying to act like he's like a damn Rey Mysterio that's been there for 20 plus years, like a fucking Randy Orton, just because a new celebrity's fighting. Oh yeah, Logan Paul, he's a veteran of the business. It's like, no, he's not. He might be the veteran. He might be a veteran of a celebrity that actually wrestled and took it full time, and I give him his applause because he does come on a weekly basis, but he ain't no fucking veteran of this wrestling industry. Stop putting him against all these celebrities and then trying to point out how he's a damn veteran because he's facing these celebrities. Put him against a fucking Randy Orton and call him a fucking veteran then. Oh wait, he ain't a veteran compared to a fucking Randy Orton. Put him against the Hurricane, my favorite wrestler. I always got to put him in the conversation somehow. You notice that, right? But bring Sean Helms back and put them two together. You gonna call Logan Paul a veteran then? But the Ice Show Speed, ooh, Logan Paul is such a veteran. Ooh, Ice Show Speed, he's new to this, but Logan Paul, he's a veteran. I guess the next pay-per-view, he's going to face another person, maybe his brother he's going to face. And, oh, Logan Paul's a veteran compared to his brother. They always like that veteran, legend, bullshit. Damn, I'm about to be a legend. Hell, I've been watching this shit for 20 years. Where my legend plaque at? Get the fuck on. I'm sorry. It's just irritating. Call me a fucking legend. Give me front row. Damn, I've been watching this shit and suffering for the last 4 years watching this. I need a fucking plaque. Sorry, it's just crazy. Like, everyone is a legend. Like, what the hell? You don't even have to do anything anymore to be a legend. I mean, I'm just, or a veteran. I'm a veteran for watching this long. Night 1 was a basic Raw and SmackDown show. See, that's the kind of vibe everybody else is saying. So, to me, it was good. It wasn't great. Maybe because I'm a women's wrestling fan, I'm going to be transparent. I love the women's wrestling, so maybe that's because I'm like, oh, Brie Bella, she got to win a title. Yay. That's something good for me. Oh, Paige is back. Yay. So again, a lot of, Liv Morgan, one of my favorite female wrestlers. Yay, she's a women's champion. So a lot of things that I like happened, so maybe that's why I felt like it was good. Like some of the shit, like I just told you, the Ice Show Speed, I didn't have to see that. It was stupid, and I'm over it. Next, we got an update on April 19th why TNA pulled talent from WrestleMania weekend. Indies revealed. A news report has shared some more details on TNA Wrestling pulling. This is eWrestlingNews.com. Pulling talent from several independent shows over WrestleMania weekend and beyond. Earlier this month, it was known that TNA implemented a new policy that prevents contracted wrestlers from working certain indie events where they were booked against AEW talent. This line from blah, 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 blah. Early reports, Fightful Select has now confirmed that TNA President Carlos told people he did not like Collision being placed on Thursday. However, that decision was made by Warner Brothers, not AEW, which reportedly preferred to stay on Saturday with NCAA. MJF has publicly criticized TNA and Silver over Nick Nemeth being pulled as CP momentum moment. MJF will now run an open challenge while Nemeth is set to wrestle Bear Bronson instead. So I guess Carlos was upset that AEW got moved from a Saturday to a Thursday due to the MLB, I think, the baseball. I don't know what was going on. So I guess it is now being said that was never a Tony Khan. That was more a Warner Brothers Discovery decision that they decided it was going to be on Thursday, not a Tony Khan. But still, I guess Carlos did not like the TNA versus AEW competing. So I guess he kind of was like, you know what? Fuck you, Tony Khan, and fuck everybody else. I am taking my wrestlers off of these shows. But I guess he wasn't the only one saying fuck you, because then the crowd was saying fuck you TNA, fuck you TNA, fuck you TNA. So they were tired of Carlos and his shenanigans, because at this point it's very clear that he is the puppet of TKO and Triple H. He is their lackey. He is their bitch, basically. Whatever they say, he does. Oh my God, just please help me. Oh my God, please, 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 please. I need you, WWE. Okay, you want someone else to take our championships? Oh, here, take this belt. Oh, okay, you want us to lose this? Oh, yeah, yes, please, please, please. Oh, you don't want, oh my God, you don't want us, you don't want our people working with AEW? Okay, yes, I'll make the phone calls. Oh, please, WWE, please help us. That's what he is. He's just desperate. I don't really watch TNA as much because I see the direction is being, I don't know, it's very fucked up what's going on with TNA. Still sad to see those chants, even though I was retweeting and kind of was giggling and chuckling a little bit, like haha, serves him right, but kind of sad because I am a huge fan of TNA as a whole. I just don't like the direction they're going. I don't think Carlos is fit for this job. I feel like he is someone that only knows WWE. He doesn't really know the history of TNA. I think maybe he's watching some TNA, the archives. Maybe that's why he knows who some of the people are, but I don't think he's someone that watched the product before taking over. I feel like he's someone that felt like he could be the president, build this company to be number two, and, make some money off of it and call it a spade of spade. I don't think he really came in there like, I'm a TNA fan. I want to see TNA go far. I want TNA to be number one. I want it to be the best wrestling company because I love TNA wrestling. I want it to be number one. And again, see the difference. He's more, I'd rather be number two. I want to follow WWE and their rules. I don't want to piss them off. I want this partnership to mean a lot. And we can be the feeder system for WWE so they can take our talent and they can be on the big screen. Again, Scott D'Amore, I feel like had a better vision for TNA Impact. But again, they fired Gail Kim and got rid of her and got Candice Michelle. So I guess that was the replacement. A lot of people aren't talking about that. A lot of people are like, oh my God, Candice Michelle got hired. But I'm thinking, yeah, and you know who got fired, right? Gail Kim. So she kind of replaced her. But a lot of people aren't putting two and two together for some odd reason. They're just talking about how she got fired, and then months later, Candice Michelle shows up, and not one person's really reporting on how she replaced her. It's the same role. What, creative backstage or whatever, lead, a role leader, a leader, I don't know what little title they call it for the women's, but she is the exact same role as Gail Kim. Okay, so TNA game. TNA playing game. Oh, yeah, NBA play in game was Thursday. See? So again, I'm wishing both companies nothing but the best. AEW is starting to stride a little bit and get their momentum back, which is good. I mean, they're at the 700,000s. I mean, for a while now, the 600,000s, it kind of was hard to reach that for a while now. But we can see on a consistent basis, they are reaching the 600,000 at least on a weekly basis for AEW Dynamite. But now we're seeing there sometimes are hitting that 700,000 mark and a little bit more than that. So maybe soon their focus can be kind of like TNA. Slow build. Like, okay, let's get to 700,000 at least on a weekly basis. And let's keep that going for 2 months straight. Okay, we got 700,000. Let's maybe try to make 750,000. Let's try to get more people to watch. Kind of like TNA. Okay, we have 200,000 people. Okay, let's by 4 months, let's get it to 250,000 people to watch. Okay, let's keep the 250,000 for a month. Okay, let's go up a little bit more. So again, they need to slowly go up, TNA and AEW. They can't just rise and one day be like, oh, we got 1 million people watching. No, I mean, I don't think they're ever going to get 1 million. I think TNA realistically will get 500,000. That would be a great night for them. Or realistically, maybe 400,000. I don't think AEW will ever get 1 million in 2026 or 2027. But I do feel like they keep going, they can get the the lower 800,000 mark by the end of the year. They can get maybe 800,000 people watching that show on a weekly basis if they keep moving up. And maybe they can help Collision go up to maybe where 300,000 people are watching that. Maybe that can also be a strategy to build up Collision. I will say this, TNA, they could do something with their other show that's an online exclusive. What is that show called? TNA something. And please like and follow. I post at least 3 times a week. It's been Explosion. So I think TNA's Explosion is still a thing. They just don't broadcast it. Okay, so it is still a thing, TNA Explosion. It's like Dark. So yeah, I guess they still do it. And speaking of TNA, I guess TNA, Gia Miller and Joe Hendry are dating. This is some wrestling gossip. I guess they're dating. We've seen them at the red carpet for the WWE Hall of Fame. But the messy part is allegedly she used to go out with Ace Austin. So a lot of people are wondering what happened to her and Ace Austin. I'm wondering, like, girl, how was you able to get both of them, child? But I'm not saying she's ugly. I'm just saying I like Ace Austin. He's cute. So we shall see if they work together in the future. Gia Miller and Joe Hendry. I mean, I know she's interviewed him before and they worked together in TNA. I'm just saying in WWE if they work together. But this is it. I'm about to be on here for an hour. I already ran some errands today, YouTube. Let's talk about my life for once. It's good in Michigan. Birthday soon, May 20th, 30th. Excited for that. My mom's still in Germany, so I did her lawn this morning. It's about to storm, it looks like, but now it looks like it's nice. I don't really know what's going on with the weather. Ran some of my errands, recording here, so went to the gym. So I've had a nice morning. I had my energy drink. I know a lot of people say that's not good, so I'm trying to cut off with that. I love the blood orange up energy drink. I don't know if you know up those energy drinks. I love the orange one. I put it in the freezer for like an hour and a half, and it's like an orange Sunkist. But again, I know those energy drinks aren't good for your heart, so I'm trying to do maybe twice a week. I was doing it every other day at some point. Anything else I want to talk about before I go off? I hope you guys are well. Frank, thanks again for your support, like always. Again, I noticed I'm not wearing my glasses, so for a while now I was calling you Frankie. So again I apologize. I called you that before. John, nice speaking to you. 8,000 less than 41. Again, is this karma to the New Orleans crowd for what they did to them? Oh, I didn't even. Okay, I did acknowledge you. We'll never see her again. And I thought you were talking about AJ Lee. But Shy Rodillos Asoyo. Sorry, I'm not wearing my glasses. I heard CM Punk is going to lose. Yeah, it's not a surprise if Roman Reigns wins. Maybe I did acknowledge it, but I didn't acknowledge it and say your name. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Night two, main event, Roman Reigns winning. Not a surprise. But thank you for your support and thank you for commenting. The Sean Otley experience again. My glasses. My apologies. Thank you so much for your comment, and it was so nice talking to you today. I hope you're still here. I hope you're getting to see my goodbyes, by the way. But thank you so much. I thank you for the support. But I'm about to get off. Please like and follow. I post at least 3 times a week. I will make it my goal to post when I'll be on this week so we can get some heads up. So we can get at least 48 hours, 2 days in advance. So I will do that tonight. I will post when I'll go live next time. Again, you guys might see me again tonight with another short video talking about WrestleMania, or something may happen that, I'm going to have to come on here again and be like, you know what, it's so spicy and this tea's so good, hell, I got to come on this bitch, even though I got work in the morning and been live this last couple of days, it's popping. So maybe something going to pop so good that you might see me on this live again. But I doubt it. But you may see another video of me. But I'm done. This is Marquelworld, all things pro wrestling news and my life. I did an hour and a minute, so that should be good. I will see you guys on the next video, YouTube. Thank you so much for the support. Again, X, Bluesky, Instagram, TikTok. You can find me there as well. But enjoy WrestleMania Night 2, I hope. AEW new champion, Darby Allin. Wednesday, what we're going to see, a new era in AEW. TNA, can they bounce back from that FU chance? MLW, think they recently got a TV deal. I heard we'll talk more about that soon, but I hope they will make it to the headline soon. And NWA, oh no, they're the ones that got the new TV deal. And also on Roku, so I hope they keep up the momentum. But again, this is Marquelworld, all things pro wrestling news, my life. See you guys on the next video, YouTube.